Hen Avigdori, he's found success here as a writer for some of the top comedy shows on Israeli television, such as Summit Miller and Miller's Crossing. They even made an American version of that. But in the past month, his life has turned, well, into a nightmare. His wife, Sharon, 12-year-old daughter, Noam, as well as other family members are believed to have been taken prisoner by Hamas terrorists when they brutally attacked Kibbutz Be'eri on October 7th. They're now believed to be among the 239 confirmed hostages held in Gaza. Joining us now is Hen Avigdori, speaking to us from the town of Hod Sharon here in Israel. Hen, I know this is difficult, but if you could just take us back to that morning on October 7th, how it unfolded for you.
Well, first of all, I need to say that my daughter Noam and my wife Sharon went to visit Sharon's brother Avshal in Kibbutz Be'eri, which things that we are used to do as a family very, very often, because Kibbutz Be'eri is very pastoralic, very green, very nice place to have a nice weekend vacation. This time, my boy Omer, who is 16, and myself didn't join them because we just don't feel like it. They went on Friday morning, and I got up in Saturday. And my mom woke me up. I didn't wake up from the alarms. It was chaotic. It was taking us approximately 48 hours to acknowledge that they won't return home soon. Unfortunately, they've been given a status of a missing person, which was on air for like 2 weeks. Which this is the real nightmare, because you don't know if they're hostages or dead. You are depending in the circle of despair and hope. And after 2 weeks, we got the message from the army that they were kidnapped. And since then, we have no new information about them. We don't know where they are. We don't know if they are together. We hope they are together. This is the time also to mention that they were kidnapped along with 5 other family members, among them 2 other children in the ages of 8 and 3. And again, no information from them since. Nothing. The only thing we can do is hope, and that's it. This is my life for the last 36 days.
I mean, I should also mention, Hen, in members of the extended family, of course, Kibbutz Be'eri was a scene of a terrible massacre, and there were members of the extended family were killed also, were they not?
Yeah, we have total in the family 7 hostages and 3 murders. All of them people that I know very well. All of them people that I miss very, very much. And this situation is unbearable. I don't wish it to anyone, and this has to stop. This thing has to end. I don't know how to do it, but I'm not here to talk about how. I'm talking here about the what. And the what is very simple. Civilians should not be taken hostage in any form, way, or other in any conflict. This is not an Israeli issue. This is not a Jewish issue. This is an international issue. Everybody in the world should ask himself, if he kissed his girl tonight, if he hugged his boy tonight, should he just imagine how is it to not able to do so for 37 days in a row. This is a nightmare. The nightmare has to be stopped. My government should do anything to bring them home. All the government should do anything to bring them home. And another thing, if I may,
sure.
I heard that many people around the world are encouraging us and want to help us. So, and everybody asks me, this is from day one, what can I do to you to help? What can I do to help? And the answer is very, very simple. Do whatever you can. Tie a yellow ribbon over the tree. Call your congressman. Call your any influence that you know. Wear the shirt. Go to a rally. Whatever you can do to make the noise and to make the world don't forget that 241 civilians are kept in captivity in a horrible condition. This should not happen on any world, on any country, especially not in our century. This attack is belong to the past, to the far past, to the 40s of the last century.
And I want to ask you, because you're part of the entertainment industry here in Israel. I said you've worked on some very big shows here. Some of them, one of them at least, was actually produced in the U.S. Your situation, I saw there was an article in the Hollywood Reporter, I believe, that talked about you and other people. A lot of people have said, called on figures in the arts and in culture, including in Hollywood, which has, many, of course, people, there are many Jewish people there, to be supportive of this. How do you feel when you see, on one hand, there are certainly those figures, and then there are other figures in the wider global cultural arts community that not only are not supportive, but I would say sometimes their comments are either misinformed or just outright ignorant and unhelpful?
You said it better than me. The non-supportive comments are ignorance and a little bit anti-Semitic. They don't understand the conflict. There is a trend now, a liberal left trend, to sympathize with what seems to be the weak. When people say free Palestine, they think that they're talking about something like free Tibet, which is other condition at all. They should know that this was the most horrific attack on the Jewish people since the Nazis. And they should know that the Hamas territories use Nazis propaganda, use Nazis method and MO. There were some people on amphetamines, just like the Nazis. They're killing babies with knives and rifles, just like the Nazis. There are the Nazis. There is no, it's not a comparison for the sake of the argument. There are many parallel lines between the Nazi regime, the Nazis act, and the Hamas thought and ideology. It's almost the same thing. And just now we heard that they found in the school a book by Adolf Hitler, Mein Kampf, translated to Arabic, and kids are learning from that. So they are not like the Nazi. They are the new Nazis. And everybody who support free Palestine, and also this, I'm sorry for my bad language, this bullshit of from the river to the sea, which means elimination of Israel, think as yourself as a Nazi supporter. There is no other way to look upon it.
All right. Well, listen, Hen Avigdori, first of all, we join the mourning of those of the members of extended family that lost their lives in that attack on Kibbutz Be'eri. Maybe their memory be a blessing. And of course, most of all, we wish the safe and sound return of your wife, Sharon, your daughter, Noam. And you've brought pleasure to a lot of people's lives here in Israel through your work. And I sincerely hope you have, time again to laugh and have pleasure in your life as well. And thank you for joining us.
They will come back, and we will win. And we will win only if they come back. There are no Israeli winning without bringing back the hostages.
All right, Hen Avigdori, thank you for joining us on I-24 News.
Thank you, sir.